All right. Hey, everybody. We are in lesson 3. So we're moving into a lesson that is going to have part of it will be a quiz. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. This is taking what we've already been working on with the coordinate plane and the ordered pairs and expanding on it a bit. I've gone ahead and moved us to page 5 here. This is the first page where it gets a little bit different. So we're using what we already know about ordered pairs and graphing them and putting them on the graph paper and answering questions. And we're making it a little more complicated, but still you can do this. It's using patterns. You've done using patterns in previous grades. So let's look at this example here. This is a checkpoint on page 5. It says, study the following example before completing the checkpoint. Look at the table below and find patterns in the x and y values. What's the relationship between x and y? Use the patterns between the x and y coordinates to complete the table. So let's look at what we notice. So I see on x, I got 2, 3, 4, question mark. And the first one's a question mark as well. Y, I got question mark 8, 12, 16, question mark. So I can use patterns and things that I'm noticing to help fill in. So I obviously with x, I can see everything is kind of going up by 1, right? 2, 3, 4, the last one's going to be 5. And I can figure out that the first one is actually going to be 1 as well. Okay, so moving on to y. I have question mark 8, 12, 16, question mark. So again, there's a pattern here. If you notice, each one of these numbers is going up by 4, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 would be the last one. And then for the first one, you would just take away 4, which would be 4. You could continue this table on and on and on and on because now you know a pattern. So then you could answer questions. The completed table should look like this, which we already just figured that out. Now you try. So let's look at this one. We have to find a relationship or a pattern. So it actually already, or what's the relationship between their earnings? Okay, so Anna goes 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Bill goes 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20. Is there something the same that's about with each of them? Because we're starting at different numbers here. So I know the first one for Anna, everything's going up by 3, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What about Bill? Does that work as well? Let's just try it out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So what's the relationship? I'm starting to see there's a pattern here. They're both going up by 3 each week. So I had to kind of look at both of them and figure out what that was. So that's going to show you the type of questions that you might see. It's not just going to be put this on a graph. It might be like find the pattern and then put it on a graph. So it's getting a little more complicated, right? So we're on to page 6. This one gives you more practice, so that's going to be a separate video for some practice problems. On page 7, this is going to be, let's see, complete the interactive review. So you're going to need to do that. Let's look at page 8. Okay. So typically when there's a review, you're going to have to do that if there's a practice as well. You have to do that before you do the quiz. So make sure you complete the review first and then move on to the quiz. One thing it told us at the beginning of this is to make sure that you realize this is a 2-day lesson. So if you happen to finish it in 1 day, that's fine. You can do it in 1 day if you have the time. Just know that tomorrow, once you've marked this complete on your planner, it's going to be complete for 2 days because it's giving you 2 days to work on it. At the same time, if you think, oh, I need to practice a little more, I'm not quite ready for my quiz, know that you can do some practice today and then tomorrow the quiz. This is a 2-day lesson. It'll tell you that on your planner, but it also tells you right in the middle of the lesson. Let's see, what page did it tell me? I think it was page 2. Where did I see it? Maybe it was page 1. Yeah, right here. Tip, you will have 2 days to complete this lesson. So you'll see it on your planner twice, but it also has it there for you as well. If you have any questions about the review, any of the essential questions, or your quiz, not for answers, but something specific. If something's going wrong, just reach out.